is still freezing and the wind is still. We're dealing with all sorts of things here inside the Red Keep. But as you can see, and as I told you I will show you how to add texture. There's many ways of doing this, but the easiest way is the way I'm going to show you. You're going to need a heat gun for this one. I have a cheap old Drill Master heat gun. I've had this for years. Serves me well. It is a Sunday, and we've been slowly chipping away at the Red Keep walls. As you can see here, we added a curtain. And the walls are not painted. That is another project for another time. The temperature is too cold for me to do that right now. In a couple of weeks, I'll be able to paint these. But these have already been done. And this has not. I had started doing it up top a little bit just so I'm not stretching. But we'll continue on the process to go from that to something like that or that. No rhyme or reason which way we do this. And like always, safety first. Let's flip the phone around. All right, we got to set up the phone so you can see me pretty good. I think that should just about do it. And we're going to flip on the heat gun. You can go low if you want. I run it on high. Climb up my ladder. We're going to start right here. We're going to get the edges. As you can see it slowly melting. You probably can't see from there. It's shrinking. It adds texture. You got to continuously move the heat gun if you're going to do this. So as you apply heat, the corners will shrink in. You'll get this rough texture, which is very similar to what raw wall would feel. The rest of it you will put in with what you seal this with. I use a concrete sealer on my stuff, so it has some grit in it. It makes it feel even more rough. But we're going to continue down to this section, so I can step down. As you can see, Darth, how's it going, man? Hopefully it's warmer where you are because it's cold here. We're gonna heat this up, and the lines you had made into this will expand. Don't worry about that. You want them to. They'll get deeper, more defined with this good old heat gun. Hey guys, how's it going? Is it warm where you're at? Because here it's like supposed to be 50, but it's only 40 some with real like 11 mile an hour cold winds. So I'm literally freezing out here, but I got to get this done. And I figured I'd share it with you. I hope this Sunday is bringing delightful surprises for you all. Pick it up on high and follow the lines. You see it starting to shrink on itself and giving it some texture. As it does that, you're literally melting styrofoam here. Then I slowly bring it down to give that nice texture to the wall. Manipulating where I want it to melt more by holding it longer. We'll bring you all in a little bit so you can have a little look-see. Little look-see here. Flipping the camera around. So you can see the texture right there I'm talking about. This is what it's like without texture. You can see I've melted. It shrunk in, rounding your edges off, which you want to make it look more worn. And I put the scratch in here on purpose. I put series of scratches through here to make it look a little bit more authentic. I don't think, you know, if you're raising dragons, I don't think your walls would go unscathed. So that's what we're working on right now. Then the final step, when the weather gets warmer, because I can't paint when it's this cold, literally is going to be to get all that painted up and to blend in and look authentically like a wall, like a rock wall. Let's continue. It also indents it in because no rock is perfectly smooth. So when you hold the heat in one spot, it'll push it in deeper, recess it in a little bit, giving you that rock-like feel. Rock and roll here. And we're gonna keep on going. We got a little bit of wall left to do here. You see how I have a corner here? If I hold the heat there, it'll slowly round it off like that. A little bit more texture in here. We'll have to reset that up a minute probably. Alright. So this section was started. Let's finish up here and then we'll go down here. So you notice I have screws in here. That's the whole plaxa. But I'm gonna change these out to so you can, if your foam is thick enough, mount stuff to the wall, but it can't be super heavy. If it's something super heavy, it'll just pull. You want it lightweight. Oh, way up high. Just add a little texture here and there. So yeah, guys, like heat gun. After, if you haven't seen the previous live streams, they go through the process of this, um, and you just literally build out your foam, and then you put in your grooves for your, and then you take a heat gun, and it comes to life. Remember, you can always go back over it. If you step back and decide you want a little bit more texture on something, you can add it quickly. Very quickly. It's really cold out here. So now we're going to be on the bottom half of this. I'm not doing the shelf because, well, you know what? I might do the shelf, but I have to think about the shelf a little bit. It's a small shelf, and I haven't decided exactly how I want to approach it. Do I want to make it wood or do I want to make it stone? Do I want it so it holds something or not? Or that takes a little bit. It will hold small things. That's why I was very careful on the heat over by the shelf, because I'm not sure. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back when I decide what I want to do with that. All right, let's go. Melty, melty. down low now. Can't even see me. Can you? We'll give you a look-see in a minute. Almost there, guys. So you guys want to take a look? What's up? What's up? How's it going? So, like I said, we've been working on these walls. We're gonna keep this a short stream because it's really cold out here. But we're gonna flip this over. We haven't done that section yet, but we've done this section, and we've gotten this section, and we still got to paint it all. We do. But that's how you do it with the heat gun. I have screws in where I'm going to have plaques put. My plaques are Game of Thrones. See? Kind of like over there how I have that up. And that's how we go about doing this, guys. That's all there really is to it. I mean, you can seal it with monster mud, or you can seal it with latex paint. Um, I'm going to use a latex concrete sealer that has some grit in it to add more texture. That is my primer, and then after I seal that, I can paint it any which color I choose. But hey, you know, just slowly working way at it. I should be done with the heat treatment today, and then I'm just hoping the weather warms up so I can get my paint done. So what do you think? See, now you're on the shelf that I made. What do you think? Um, Obviously, I had to remove the torches. I have torches. We also have the chandelier, but we have torches. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to mount these as of yet. I want to get everything situated and see where I'm going to put them, because I have the curtains hanging on this side and on that side, so I got to hide the holes. These two poles I'm not awfully concerned about because they'll be hidden behind the throne for the most part. Then these poles I have to decorate. So we'll figure this out another time as I progress in building this thing. But, well, it's come that time, guys. And like I always say, put down that remote, shut off that television, and get off that lazy boy. Walk to your door and turn the handle, because you never know what adventure awaits you. Now get out there, play hard, and play dirty, and I'll see you around the globe. Love you guys. Thanks for participating. See you all next time.